gear testing right now, getting ready to go on the first backpacking trip of the year. My last one was in October, and it was, well, left a little to be desired. But this is, for the amount of luxury items we have in here, surprisingly not bad. I'm not sure what the bag's weighing in at, but I don't care. We've got a 16-mile hike today from Silver Lake parking lot on the Potawatomi Trail out to Green Lake via the Waterloo Trail. And then the next day we're going to be camping out at Blind Lake, so hiking back from Green Lake to Blind Lake, and then the next day we'll be hiking out. Forecast is showing a lot of thunderstorms. Hopefully that changes, but we'll see what happens. Loading up the adventure mobile. It's a little dirty, but that's how adventure mobiles are, right? Alright. We are ready to roll. And we're off.
Continue on.
All right, we've arrived at the trailhead at Pinckney Wreck.
Beautiful day.
It is beautiful. It is. It's like 61 degrees, a little breeze, and it's sunny for now. Now, one of the things I love about this trail, and I've probably said this a million times, you have a pump well at the trailhead and each campsite, so you don't need to filter water here. It's one less thing to carry. And off we go.
Are we going in the usual way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll turn right on the gravel road up here, and then we enter in on the left on the third trailhead. So the intention of this trip is to be kind of like a test trip for our return to Isle Royale, which we went back in 2018, and we're going back at the end of August this year. And pretty much this is going to be the weight that I'm carrying, which feels it feels lighter than last time.
Yeah, it feels manageable.
I actually have a small cooler in here with 4 beers. That's my luxury item for this trip, so that'll compensate for having to double up on food for Isle Royale, because we only have the 3 days worth of food for this trip, whereas we're going to need 6.5 days for that trip. Yeah, the temperature is perfect. So I've already pulled an oopsie. It's a good thing we're only a quarter of a mile in, because I left my hiking stick at the Porta-John.
Wife to the rescue.
Wife to the rescue. She's the one who noticed. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, they were pretty inexpensive, but we'll go grab it. Right where I left it. All right, now we are officially starting. So this is where I like to hop on the trail. It's C1.
It's about a mile. Oop, are you still recording?
Yeah.
It's about a mile from the parking lot. So it's gonna be on your left-hand side from the parking lot.
And usually we'll stop at Blind Lake and have lunch, because that's about the halfway point between the parking lot and Green Lake campsite. It is.
When's the last time we had this together?
It's been a minute. I think the last time was when we came out with Liz and Adon. Oh no, we went out like a couple weeks after that and we did the 18 mile.
Yeah.
That was a good day. Yeah, it all pops out really fast. And then, I mean, with it raining yesterday, pretty much all day. Yeah, so it's supposed to get in the high 80s tomorrow. Almost 90.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be super sunny though, so that might save us.
Yeah, it'll just be humid.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping doesn't mean more mosquitoes. I hear voices. We might have some bikes coming up. But it might just be voices carrying over the lake.
Did we filter water here?
Yeah, I think this would be a good spot to filter. Inside joke. What'd you find?
Tacos.
What? Oh, what'd you forget about? The packed?
Yeah.
That's the only one.
It's so good. Oh, that just like got me really excited.
She's talking about it's like a Nutri-Grain. It's called Packed, and they are really good. They're like, it's like nut butter and berries, and they're really filling. They have a lot of like fiber. So, I wonder if these are like other hikers or maybe trail runners. I wonder where they hopped on the trail at.
Maybe up the road?
So here's our first intersection, and we want to go right up this hill.
Oh, we do?
Yep. So,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yep, 9.
Oh, we're here already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're almost 3 miles in.
And if you come from the shortcut way, it's through this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be the shortcut path would lead you here. And here's a little sign to let you know, Potawatomi. And then in a couple miles, we'll come across that the shortcut, which I believe is 211, which cuts off the area with the big fence. And then we go right past the yurt. Oh yeah. I personally didn't like the AeroPress, just because it doesn't give you a big enough cup of coffee.
I wonder if there's different size AeroPresses though.
Yeah, but then like any bigger than that, it's definitely not backpacking friendly, because the thing's pretty bulky as it is. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed with how small of a cup of coffee it gave me. I had to do 2 pours to fill my cup. But, I mean, it is pretty easy to use. But I like my little cowboy coffee bags. Plus, they're super easy to make with the
Did you see at
cold
REI,
brew.
They have those pour-over satchels, so it's like your cowboy coffee, but it's like just a tea bag. Like they're pre-made.
Oh. Yeah, it takes the fun out of it. I have heard that the Starbucks instant coffees are really good. That's what Mike and Chris had on the bike packing trip. And it was Chris's first time trying them, and he was like, these are like by far the best damn instant coffees I've ever had. Like, so I'd be willing to try those. So one of my favorite bridges on the trail, I think my first or second favorite bridge, not sure. It was a little steep. I don't know how I completely forgot about this one. This is my favorite bridge.
Is it? Yeah. Not the other one?
Not the other one. But I do also like the one that's not too far before Blind Lake. The one that you usually see kayakers at.
Oh yeah.
Say hello to our neighbors.
Yeah. Mowing their lawn.
They will be our neighbors soon.
It's true. Ooh, can you see the fish with the camera?
Oh, there's a ton of them.
Oh, the screen just went black. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It's still recording.
Oh, okay.
There's a ton right here in the middle.
Here you go.
Oh, we've made it to the shortcut. And since we're going all the way to Green Lake today, we're gonna take the shortcut. Yeah. Not sure we're up to like.
It's the first hike of the season.
Yeah, it's the first backpacking trip of the season. First time with like almost 30-pound packs in quite a while. So yeah, I did over 20 miles back in October with the very, very heavy pack, and it was not a good time. So
the shortcut's at like 4 miles.
Yeah.
So at 4 miles you make a left turn.
So you'll come to this main road. You'll see this sign on the right hand side. This is where you're coming from. You'll cross the road and go left. You'll see the gate. This is the road that leads to the Glenbrook Yurt, which is my favorite yurt because it's not in a campsite. And it's like just right on the middle of the Potawatomi Trail. Has access to Half Moon Lake. Has a really nice fire pit. It's a good time. But yeah, this is also where you take the shortcut. Yeah, see, you got the sign right here. Shortcut. So here's our shortcut access, which is just before the yurt. And then there's another shortcut you can hop on just past the yurt by the bathroom. So this will be on the right hand side. Sunglasses on. So this is another familiar spot. Coming from the direction that we're taking, you'll just keep to the left. I don't know what normal racing. Sure, but we're headed towards 12. So yeah, right here. 12 is our next stop. That's where we hit the Waterloo Trail, and that's just a little after Blind Lake. So we're right here. So we got a couple, like a mile and a half, 2 miles to get to Blind Lake. And then after Blind Lake, it's like a mile to get to 12, and then we're on Waterloo. Did you find something? Did you hear that frog? Infamous butt frog.
That's my pet frog. That's what it's running all the time. So because my Fridays are so flexible, like, it'd be nice to like just come out on a Thursday.
Right. Which we could probably score a Thursday, Friday. No.
No kayakers.
No kayakers, yeah. It is beautiful. So this is the only real big climb on the Potto. Waterloo Trail has like between the Potto and Green Lake, there's like maybe one or two decent climbs. It's once you get past Green Lake that you start running into a lot more elevation. But yeah, you do this big climb, then a descent, and you're at Blind Lake. So just before mile 7, you'll come to this sign that has the trail distances on it, a little information. So about another half mile, we'll be at Blind Lake. And we've arrived at Blind Lake. As soon as you enter, just to the right, there's a trail map, and then you get another well pump. And I've got us at just over 7 miles. So I just learned from a friend actually that they just recently put in hammock poles at every one of the campsites here, which is pretty awesome. Especially considering like how popular hammock camping is becoming.
I think they're also trying to get people to stop using hammocks.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too. But yeah, this is a great little campsite. It's hike-in only, so it doesn't get too crazy or rowdy here. And this is my favorite spot because of the little private beach. This is where we will be tomorrow. Staple of every backpacking trip. All right, so that's a wrap for lunch. And it is a gorgeous day. Like perfect temperature right now. And the sun's finally poking out. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, the little bit of overcast was kind of nice. But it still feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just made it to our intersection. Post marker 12. So, you know, going that way will take you back to Blind Lake, which is less than a half a mile. And from here, we go left. This is the Waterloo Trail straight ahead. And then this is where the Potawatomi curves. So you come from this way and you'd go that way to continue on the Potawatomi. But this is our exit. And that, I have no idea what that is. That is just a random trail. So this is what the Waterloo looks like. It's largely a tunnel of trees, at least at the east end of it. Now entering the land of the Eldenwood. But seriously, this area is pretty cool. You have all these kind of shorter, squigglier trees. Because, you know, that's the correct terminology for them. Squiggly trees. But yeah, I've always loved this section on the Waterloo.
What if you ran into a husband and wife out here?
That'd be kind of cool. I know her husband is a nerd like me, so. But there is this open field up here. the cornfield.
That's pretty short.
Yeah. Oh, oh, they cut the field. Ah, the beautiful vistas of southeast Michigan. Oh man, yeah, that breeze though. Oh, that feels good. I don't think I've ever seen it with this much water under it. This is usually just like swampy, but there's even a current.
Yeah, I see that.
So out here in the middle of nowhere, came across these two of them. It looks like a tulip, but it's definitely not a tulip.
Is that a tulip?
I don't think so.
It looks like a tulip.
It does look like a tulip. Maybe somebody can tell us. Yeah, this is one of the things I love about the Waterloo Trail. Because it has quite a few of these boardwalks. And there's like nothing man-made around. Like you can actually like spin around and it's all just open. So I think this is the last boardwalk before we do, there's like a road crossing, and then we come to that park. Come to the park, cross another road, then there's the smaller park, and then that's the switchback after that. Here's our next rest stop. This is Linden Park, and this is at mile 12. But it has a really nice shelter and probably one of the better privies. Now, you can stay on the trail and go around the park, but I just prefer to stop here as like a rest stop, and then you can just up here at the road make a left, enter the second Linden Park, and then from there you can hop right back on the trail. So if you're cross-country skiing this in the winter, this would be a great place to warm up. Another one of my favorite sections on the Waterloo Trail. So we're at 12 3/4 of a mile right now, and we're thinking about 3.5, 4 miles until we get to Green Lake. Woohoo! We've made it to M52. So this is the home stretch. We've got like 2-ish miles. Should be good after this truck. Maybe not. Oh yeah, and this bike path is relatively new. So, at about 14.5 miles, we've made it to the Green Lake Access Road. So if you were to continue on the Waterloo Trail, you would cross and go that way. But we're gonna turn right through the gate. And it's about a quarter mile, 3/4 mile walk into the campsite. Well, Green Lake Camp, we made it right at 15 miles. So that's where we've landed for the day. Pretty good hike. Definitely ready to sprawl out, put on some camp clothes, go gather some dry wood if I can find any. All set up. Just put on the comfy camp clothes, cotton t-shirt, my thin shorts. Just got the big anus set up.
You say anus?
Yeah. I'm so funny. Which, this is our first time actually using this tent. Our friends Katie and Mike. Mike works for REI, and he notified me about this awesome deal, and we scored this 3-person Big Agnes Tiger Wall for 150 bucks. I can't beat that. Jumped on it. It's exactly what we were looking for because we wanted something like this for Isle Royal. But yeah, look at this view, right? Can't beat that. I mean, sure you can, but you can't beat that in Southeast Michigan. Oh, we rolled in just before 5 o'clock, and we started at, what, just before 10 a.m.? So that was a pretty solid day, 15 miles. I'm gonna go refill our waters, then we're gonna get dinner started and get a fire going. There it comes. Beautiful. I look like Popeye if I had to do it all day. Yeah, that electrolyte tablet,
Yeah.
it caused a bubble in the front of this Nathan N. Spire.
You're right.
Alright. Got some Kung Pao chicken. And which mashed potatoes did we do?
Bacon cheddar, I think.
Bacon cheddar. Another staple of backpacking, instant mashed potatoes, of course. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. And this was my luxury item.
I don't know if that's half or not.
No, I'm gonna get DCMA flagged or whatever. YouTube, why don't you DCMA me? YouTube, won't you DCMA me off planet Earth and take my revenue? Wait, I don't have any revenue on these videos.
Nope.
It still looks super bright, but it's like 9 o'clock at night. I just farted. Yeah, see, it looks so bright through the camera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna totally get hit with a YouTube copyright claim. So over here is our anti-raccoon bag. It's called an Ursack Major. We just have all of our food and our cookware stored inside of that. for the main reason of not having them bother us while we're trying to sleep in our tent. Yeah, those bags are supposed to be fairly critter resistant, so worked for me great on the high country pathway. Ooh, out on this lake, there's a couple of swans just kind of floating around. You can probably just barely see them out there. Well, gotta say, pretty happy with the amount of space in this tent. I don't even know if I can see you. I guess it just looks black. See y'all in the morning. It's time to rise and shine. Have some coffee. She doesn't want to get up. That extra 40 minutes of sleep was pretty nice though. The best part of waking up is coffee in your cup. Oh, there's our swan couple over there. Oh, egret, egret, egret. Oh, it's right there. I don't know if you've seen that. Did you see that? The egret? Oh, pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. You got pizza on the tortilla. You got pizza anytime. Yeah. She puts up with me. Well, we had a beautiful morning. Just had breakfast and packed up camp, and we are ready to roll. Got 7 miles to get back to Blind Lake. We're going to hang out there for a little bit. Looks like there's going to be some severe thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow morning. So I think we're just going to hang out at Blind Lake for most of the day, and then once we're feeling fresh again, head back to the car. 19 miles, just made it back to Linden Park. Making pretty good time. And now we're back at the other Linden Park. Gonna take a little break here. Have a, what are they called?
Protein bar?
Protein bar?
Yeah.
Protein and fiber. Kroger brand. And I'm gonna try to push a poop out. I haven't pooped in 2 days. So, see how that goes. And we're back off on the trail. It's what, 4 miles from here? Yeah. To Blind Lake, and then I'm gonna chill there for a little bit and have like 6-ish miles out. Not a bad day. We've made it out of the Valley of Mosquitoes and back onto the Potto. So we're gonna go left, hang out at Blind Lake for a little bit, and then we'll slingshot back this way and take this way out. That total mileage 23.68 so far. Lunch break time at Blind Lake. Do you have anything to say?
It's actually really peaceful here. There's nobody here. And that water looks really inviting, and I just want to jump in.
Yeah, last year it was like a beach, but it's kind of grimy right now. It's like all leaves and like organic matter just like floating on the water. So yeah, we are literally the only people here though, which is surprising. It's Friday and it's a beautiful day. Well, we had a fantastic little break, ate some lunch, and just kind of chilled here for like an hour and a half. We're ready to get back on the trail though. There's like 24-mile-an-hour winds coming in around 4 o'clock. And then possible thunderstorms tonight with hail. So that doesn't sound like fun. So we're just gonna hike out of here today. So 2 long days in a row, not bad. Weather's been awesome for us. It got cloudy again, so like cooled off by like 10 degrees.
Last leg. Last leg.
Nope, go to the left. From here we have a walk to the fancy park and back, as you say. Look at these guys. I'm surprised, yeah, I'm surprised nobody took these. Morels right on the trail. And those are actual morels too. So, made it to mile marker 4. Well, not mile marker 4, but post 4. This is where we diverge off the Potto and take the shortcut straight through. And we're at 27.25 miles for our entire trip. And we're about 1.5 miles from the car. So, overall, not bad at all.
1.9 size. Sound good.
Let's hit it. Well, we're back at the beginning. We're about to pop out right at, oh my god. What's wrong with my throat? We're about to pop back out at the trailhead at Silver Lake. And that puts our total mileage for this entire trip at 28.5 miles over the course of 2 days. Good job, babe. That's a lot of mileage in 2 days. Back at the Adventure Mobile.
Yay! Slurpee.
Slurpee. That does sound good. Well, I'm not going to do something like that for a while.
Yeah. Agreed. But it was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome.